Hello guys. So today I'm gonna continue the story that I read to you a few weekends ago. So I'm gonna continue doing that. So I think I continue on this page. If I didn't, I'm sorry. So it says. Mom called a repairman. Called a repairman. Again, this takes place after the bridge thing. He looked at a car and said that we cracked the radiator, but it was only gonna take about 20 minutes to fix it. When we fixed it, it told me I was gonna cost almost $100. Mom told me you couldn't pay because she only had $1 on her. The guy mom said told the mechanic she mail her a check the second we got home, but the guy said he couldn't take an IOU. He said what he could do was put some sealants on the busted radiator, which will last a day or two before it wore off. But the mechanic said we had to run the heater inside the car full as to keep that engine from overheating. He said it might sound crazy, but it actually works. So, yeah, after mom talked it over and decided we should just go ahead and drive our car all the way home. We didn't have a lot of money, but we did have a full tank of gas. Mom figured if we drove straight through, we get back around maybe 12 o'clock in 12 o'clock in the morning. Mom seemed pretty sad the trip was getting cut short, but to be honest, I was kind of relieved. So we got in the car, we opened it, and we turned up the heat just like the mechanic Mom turned up the heat just like the mechanic told her to. And within about maybe 30 minutes, it was like 100 degrees inside the car. Mom opened all the windows up front, but it was like a furnace where I was sitting because of the gummed up window that was right next to me. I told Mom I didn't think I could make it all the way home without dying of heat stroke, but she said I'll be fine as long as I stayed hydrated. So and she got 4 cases of water out of the trunk and brought them into the car. We headed onto the highway. Me, Holly, and the cat went through about 5 bottles of water within the first hour. So so we continued driving, but then we realized Mom said that we weren't gonna make it all the way home in one shot. So she said we're just gonna have to find a place to sleep. We didn't really have enough money. We didn't have enough money for for a hotel, so Mom tried to find a campsite nearby. The closest one was 20 miles in the opposite direction of us, though. Mom said we were just gonna have to take the next exit, find a place where we could park and sleep in the car. I was open to just about anything as long as we could turn the heater off when we stopped. But as soon as we took the exit, it was clear that we made a mistake. First of all, the road wasn't paved. There weren't any gas stations or stores or even any houses. There was just trees on either side of the road and no street lights. We drove for a long time, but the road was narrow and there wasn't a good place to pull over. I think everyone was starting to get pretty spooked, and eventually Holly said told Mom we should just get back on the highway. Mom kept saying over and over again that we were probably that anywhere we were gonna find a good place to sleep. But after a while, she said that there was a really loud noise. Bang! Mom swerved off the road and her car came to a stop in the mud. My ears were ringing. I was trying to look around and see what happened. I expected to see broken glass everywhere, but the windows were intact and there was some kind of weird goo over them. All I had to go all over her back or clothes in her head, and she was totally freaking out. I still didn't know what was going on, but then I looked at the food. Then I looked in the bed where it had shreds of all these bubble gum inside. The box had exploded because it was sitting right on top of one of the heater vents. But Holly still didn't know that though. She had uncooked cinnamon rolls all over her chest and her stomach. She thought the goo goo was her brains and her heart. But what upset her even more was when I saw Elmo and the cat licking the stuff off their fingers. You can see. When Holly realized what happened and calmed down, we cleaned up the side of the car with some paper towels. Then Mom turned the car around when we drove back to the highway. At the next exit, there was a supermarket with an empty parking lot, so we pulled in for the night. We only had two reclining seats in the car, and 4 people plus the cat. So me and Holly volunteered Mom to sleep in the back with Elmo and the cat. I knew Mom was looking forward to having this trip a lot of fun, but I'm starting to guess this was not what she had in mind. Sunday. It took me a really long time trying to fall asleep last night. I got woken up at about 6 in the morning when a supermarket employee started showing up for work. At that moment, the sun was up and it was already hot in the car. Plus, we were all sticky and miserable for sleeping in our clothes. The supermarket was still wouldn't be open to customers for like another 2 hours. So we decided to use Elmo's baby wipes to get cleaned up, and then we got into the highway. But remember how that mechanic said we had to run the heater inside the van so it wouldn't overheat? Well, Mom forgot to turn it on, and in a few minutes later, the radiator conked out. Mom went to the breakdown lane, but there was a broken bottle right there, and we rolled right over it. Mom's went to go get new tires so she could put it onto the car. But there wasn't a tire. But then I actually realized took the tire out to make room for my cover. Mom said we need to just wait for help, and we did with these two guys. Mom told them what happened, and they fixed our car, and we fixed our car, and they fixed the tire too, even the engine, and as a thank you, we got the cat. We gave the cat to them. That was Mom's subjection. Oops. Sorry, I hit the camera. Sorry, it's just really hard to film. It's really hard to film these kind of books when I'm filming in the camera like this. So sorry if I keep hitting it like this. So anyway, I was looking through all the clothes I wore on the trip, and when I pulled out one of my shorts, I saw something fall out, and you'll never believe what it was. Remember how I said Mom only had $1 left? Well, I had it in my shorts. I can't believe I had it all along. Now that I have a tough decision to make. It feels like a decision from one of those choose your own adventure books. I figured I had about 3 choices. 1, I can tell Mom. I could tell Mom. Here, wait. First, I could tell Mom the truth and deal with the consequences. 2, I could put the key next to Tom and let him take the blame. Or I could just flush it down the toilet and forget this whole thing ever happened. There actually is a 4th option, but it involves the stray cat, and those 2 guys. But I haven't really worked out that yet. It doesn't really matter anyway. Like I said before, whenever I have a tough decision to make, I always seem to pick the wrong one. And whatever this way goes, it's hard to see this story having a happy ending. The trip wasn't that bad, and it was actually pretty cool. Cool having a happy ending. The end. And the characters: director, creator, Jeremiah Harris. Characters: Jeremiah Harris, Jessica Sexton, Holly Harris, Elmo Harris, Tom the Cat, Orange Stray Cat, Car Mechanic, Rena Harris, Jamie Harris, Kate Harris, Old Lady, Jimmy and Kate Mom, Daisy Harris, Fidel, Miss Pattison, Bloodwork Doctor, Mary, Manny, and Brenda Dixon. Then it shows some clips, which I'm not gonna go over those. And then, yeah. So that's it for the first book. I think I actually might go over another one of these books tonight. I might know. I don't know, but yeah. So I guess I'll see you. I guess I'll see you guys. See you guys a little later. Bye.